Good evening and many thanks for joining us. You're watching QTV Nightly News, coming to you live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue with me, Answana Iswanyasi. First, here are the main news headlines. President Adama Barrow attended Senegal's 65th independence anniversary today, which was marked by a grand celebration in Dakar, presided over by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye. Medical equipment and consumables valued at $7 million were donated to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul by the Chinese medical team in the Gambia. And the Kanifing Municipal Council held a press briefing on Friday to address the recent devastating fire outbreaks at the Serekunda Sandika as well as the previous fire at the Larikunda Market. QTV's management, in partnership with the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services, bid farewell to journalism interns from the University of the Gambia following a 3-month training program. And in sports news, the Gambia under-17 dominated Somalia with a 5-1 victory in their second Group C match of the CAF under-17 Africa Cup of Nations held in El Jadida, Morocco this evening. Stay tuned as we bring you more on these and other stories. Those were our main headlines, and now here's the news in detail. Senegal marked its 65th independence anniversary today with a grand celebration in Dakar, presided over by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye and attended by several invited dignitaries, including Gambia's President Adama Barrow. Alicia reports.
Senegal's independence was celebrated in style, featuring a military parade and an address by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, highlighting the nation's journey since independence from France on April 4, 1960. Among the invited guests at the celebration were President Adama Barrow of the Gambia, Umar Sissoco Embalo of Guinea-Bissau, and Nigeria's Vice President Kassim Shettima, who joined President Bassirou Diomaye Faye and the people of Senegal. Analysts say their presence underscored the importance of unity and cooperation in West Africa, especially at a time when the region continues to face political and security challenges. Elected in March 2024, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye is the 5th president since independence. President Faye promised to fight corruption, promote economic reform, and enhance national sovereignty. The West African nation continues to remain one of Africa's most stable and thriving democracies since gaining independence from France. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
Now, medical equipment and consumables valued at $7 million were donated to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul by the Chinese medical team in collaboration with the Chinese embassy in the Gambia. Usman Jatta has more on the story.
The strong and enduring partnership between China and the Gambia is once again evident, particularly through this health cooperation. During the 2024 Forum on China-Africa Cooperation (FOCAC), President Adama Barrow and President Xi Jinping held significant discussions that highlighted the health sector as a crucial area of collaboration between the two nations. In line with this shared vision, the Chinese medical team in the Gambia has reaffirmed its commitment to the country's health sector, a contribution that will significantly enhance the hospital's ability to provide high-quality care to the public. Dr. Mustafa Abite, Chief Medical Director at EFSDH, expressed his gratitude for the donation, calling it an invaluable support to the nation's healthcare system.
The good thing about the support we get from China is that it's not prescribed. So they discuss with you, they discuss with the ministry, they discuss with the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, and we have a consultation. Say, what do you need in the hospital? Where are the areas you want support? And then we determine with them together, look, our needs are in obstetrics, we want to reduce maternal mortality. Based on that, then we get the type of support we want.
Tong Zhan, Economic and Commercial Counselor at the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in the Gambia, representing the Chinese Embassy, emphasized China's unwavering commitment to supporting the Gambia's health sector. He also praised the collaboration between the two nations, highlighting it as a model for international partnership.
This year, we are doing the most important thing is the implementation of the FOCAC summit outcome and also the consensus between the two heads of states, His Excellency President Barrow and also our President Xi Jinping. And also we are trying our best to do in this year. And also, of course, the medical and health sector cannot be missed. And also we always on our top agenda. And also, as the embassy, I would say, I will work very hard closely with the Ministry of Health, with the CMD, with the team, and also try to give more help, support.
Lamin K. Damfa, second permanent secretary at the Ministry of Health, also expressed his appreciation for China's steadfast commitment. He highlighted that such initiatives align with the government's ongoing efforts to strengthen the country's healthcare system and save lives.
We want to thank you so much, not only for the consumables that we are providing, but also the capacity building training that we are offering over the years, and also bringing experts to come and work in our hospitals. That also support the capacity building of our doctors, not only the patient care, but also, working with the doctors hand-on, also help them, to learn a lot from the medical team.
The People's Republic of China established diplomatic ties with the Gambia in 1974, and since then, China has been a key player in various sectors, including healthcare, infrastructure, and education. Over the years, China's support has been instrumental in helping the Gambia achieve its development goals. Osman Jata, reporting for QTV News.
Now, the Kanifing Municipal Council held a press briefing on Friday to address the recent devastating fire outbreaks at the Serakunda Sandika, as well as the previous at the Latikunda market, which caused extensive damage to the local businesses and severely disrupted the livelihoods of market vendors. Yafatuge reports.
The fires, which caused significant damage to local businesses and disrupted livelihoods of many market vendors, have prompted the KMC to review and implement new safety protocols. KMC officials provided key details about the potential causes of the fires and their efforts to prevent future incidents. While the exact cause remains unclear, KMC officials revealed that the fires were likely triggered by an electrical fault. Here is Talib Ahmed Ben Souda, the mayor of KMC.
We are here today to show that we are learning from some of these issues and reacting accordingly. We have taken several steps after those events, and we are going to continue to take measures to ensure we not only prevent fires, but also create standard infrastructure to ensure that even if they happen, they are mitigated and the damage is limited.
The mayor of KMC also addressed concerns regarding the safety of market areas, particularly the Serakunda Market Sandika. The mayor announced that plans are underway to relocate the Sandika to a new site. He explained that the decision was made to reduce the risk of future fires, as the current location is overcrowded and situated in a densely packed area, making it more vulnerable to such hazards.
Also, I must note, the Sandika, especially in Serakunda, which is a council property, cannot continue to be where it is. The area is congested, it is by a hospital, the access routes are very thin, and we know there are large trucks coming all the way from Guinea-Conakry trying to access the Sandika.
Seini Sanyang, the Deputy Police Commissioner of Operations at KMC, outlined some of the key measures being taken to prevent future market fire incidents within the KMC jurisdiction.
Council have a meeting with NAWEC yesterday, and they all endeavor to work hand in glove in future, because as you can see, most of the markets, the electric wirings are outdated. So it's like we are going to constitute a task force that will comprise the NAWEC, KMC, Gambia Police Force, SIS, and all the fire services and all the relevant stakeholders to review the wiring system in all the markets and the council installations, and also the NAWEC will come up there with their own recommendation as how to move on.
A total of 44 fire extinguishers are set to be distributed across 18 markets Under the jurisdiction of KMC, these fire extinguishers will be strategically provided to market police officers who are the first responders during fire incidents, ensuring a swift and effective response to minimize damage and protect lives and properties in the market areas. The KMC reassured the community of its commitment to improving safety standards and safeguarding the well-being of all those who depend on the markets for their livelihoods. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafatigay.
Now, in a ceremony at QTV Hall on Friday, QTV's management, in partnership with the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services, bid farewell to interns from the University of the Gambia after their 3-month internship. Usman Jata tells us more.
Through the Central Project Coordination Unit at the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs.
The internship program, which started in January, was designed to provide students from the UTG School of Journalism and Digital Media with both theoretical knowledge and practical experience in broadcast journalism, helping them to build a strong foundation for their future careers in the media industry. The management of QTV under Q Group expressed their gratitude and bid farewell to the interns. Malika, General Manager of QTV and Q Radio, Babukar Sise, Deputy Head of News at QTV, and Lasana Tunkara, Deputy General Manager of QTV and Q Radio, all praised the interns for their dedication and hard work.
Since you have joined us, we welcome you here at the Q Group level. Once a family member, you will always be considered a family member. So our doors will always be open into the future. When there are possibilities, you are more than welcome. So you must be very open-minded going forward and be ready to learn.
And over the past few months, you have brought fresh perspective, enthusiasm and dedication to our newsroom and our production team. And as your internship ends today, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
I want to thank you for all your efforts. We really appreciate it. I see you here every day. I see you on Saturdays. You're willing to learn new things. Anything we give you to do, you take it up openly, and we appreciate that. I also want to thank our existing staff here in the newsroom, led by Ade and Babuka, for being open with you, because I see how they interact with you. So hopefully they have transferred knowledge to you that will serve you well in your future careers.
The interns receive training and mentorship in the core principles of storytelling, content creation, and production, providing them with practical skills that will be invaluable in their future careers. Funding Kinte, the Technical Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services, expressed his gratitude to the QTV management for collaborating with his ministry to offer this valuable opportunity to UTG journalism students.
They've actually raised the ministry's heads high up for the fact that they've been very dedicated and also live up to the expectations, because the commendation is actually very, very, very good. That means they are actually paving way for other teams to come up.
Pa Daniel Gomez, an outgoing UTG intern, delivered the vote of thanks on behalf of the interns.
3 months might seem little, but to us it was a lifetime, because this is my first professional setting, but I've been able to integrate from January to March. It has been a lot of unlearning things, which we are quite grateful to.
The interns were presented with certificates and gifts in recognition of their contributions, hard work and dedication throughout their time at the Gambia's first private TV station. As they move forward, we wish them all the best in their future careers, knowing they will continue to excel and create meaningful stories in the media world. Osman Jata, reporting for QTV News.
And that report there by Usman Jata will lead us to the commercial break, but we will be right back.
It is that time of the year again. The annual Taxpayers Award ceremony is back. The GRA will hold the 7th edition of the Taxpayers Appreciation and Award Ceremony on Saturday, April 12, 2025, and this time at the Coco Ocean Hotel Resort, commencing at 7 p.m. The awards is dedicated to our esteemed and valued taxpayers who consistently pay their taxes and duties on time, file their returns, present original and authentic customs documents, present accurate declarations with the right tariff and classification, and comply with the provision of the revenue laws. This grand and spectacular ceremony will be graced by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, cabinet ministers, senior government officials, members of the business community, and development partners. A memorable night is assured in this year's award ceremony. Remember, GRA is your GRA. GRA is our GRA, collecting revenue for national development.
Oryx Service. Top teamwork for top performance.
Powered by Africa. Oryx.
Welcome back. Following the commercial break, be reminded you're watching QTV Nightly News commentary live from our studios on Caraba Avenue with me, Ansumana Iswa Nyase. Now, in a move to promote inclusive education, a hard of hearing unit has been established at Eseoloa Basic School in the North Bank region, marking the first of its kind in the entire region. Here is Mam Jara Kamara.
The Hard of Hearing Unit was established at Eseoloa Basic School in September 2016 by the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, MAPSI, through the Directorate of Inclusive Education, with a block dedicated to the hard of hearing students. Currently, Eseoloa Basic School Hard of Hearing Unit operates in a 4-classroom block enrolling students from grade 1 to grade 6. Mohamed Aliuba, the head of the unit, explains the genesis behind the creation of the school.
The Director of Inclusive Education, Madam Anna Nancy, is the brain behind the establishment of this unit in the school here. With the help of a donor from UK called Mr. Mohammed Akhtar, is the founder of KADEC. KADEC means Kashmir and African Deaf Children Trust. They are the one who built this 4-classroom block and an office in 2018 for the deaf.
The school follows the standard curriculum for lower basic schools, offering core subjects such as English, math, SES, and other essential subjects. Mr. Ba says his experience working with the students.
For that one, you need patience because teaching them is not easy. So you need to come up with strategies that you know that will help you for them to be active during the lesson. If not that, most of them, they will not accept. They are very intelligent. They are gifted children. Hard of hearing and deaf children are gifted. They are intelligent. If they are help and assist, if there is focus and attention is given to them, especially on skills, they are very, very fast in understanding skills. That's technical work. They are very fast in understanding that. If they are helped, they will be able to learn.
Although the school is thriving, Mr. Ba states that it requires assistance.
Transporting the children to and from school, because we are facing challenges here. And that is also decreasing the enrollment in the school. So there also we need support. If the school can be upgraded to a basic cycle school.
Basilungom, a senior teacher at Eseoloa Basic School, spoke on behalf of the headmaster.
We look at the education policy. There is inclusivity, all inclusive. That means nobody should be left behind. Whether we are able or we are disabled, every child has the right to education.
Fafa Sise, a teacher at the Eseoloa Basic School Hard of Hearing Unit, underscores the importance of learning sign language.
It's only sign language that you can meet with a person and you cannot understand each other on language, and you use the sign language. So it is the most important language, and it is the language that people are not looking at because they think that it's only meant for the dumb and deaf. No, it's for everybody.
Currently, the school has a total enrollment of 31 students, 17 boys and 14 girls. Students from grade 1 to 4 attend in the morning, while grades 5 and 6 have their lessons in the afternoon. The school also provides students with stationery and uniforms free of charge to encourage parents to enroll their children. The head of the SLO Basic School Hard of Hearing Unit urged parents to stop keeping their hard of hearing children at home. He emphasized that these children are normal and their only challenge is hearing, which should not limit their intelligence. For QTV News, I am Mam Jara Kamara.
Time now for some exciting sports news in a moment. Now, the Gambia under-17 dominated Somalia with a 5-1 victory in their second Group C match of the CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations held in El Jadida, Morocco this evening. Mamadou Gajaga has more.
Aliou Drame netted a hat-trick to lead the Gambia under-17 to a dominant 5-1 victory over Somalia. This win gives the young Scorpions a chance to secure a semi-final spot and a place in the under-17 World Cup in Qatar, provided they triumph in their final group game against Tunisia on Monday. The Gambia had previously lost 1-0 to neighboring Senegal in their group opener. Meanwhile, the young Teranga Lions are set to face Tunisia later, with both teams having won their opening matches. The Gambia's final group match against Tunisia on Monday is expected to be a highly anticipated clash, with Gambian fans eagerly hoping for a positive outcome. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
Now, also in sports news, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has ordered the replay of the Cameroon versus Kenya match in the AFCON 2025 qualifiers following the suspicion of match fixing in the reserve fixture played in Yaoundé last October. Our sports reporter Murugachaka again.
The integrity of a high-profile match in African football is under intense scrutiny due to serious match-fixing allegations. The Confederation of African Football (CAF) has ordered the replay of the Cameroon versus Kenya AFCON qualifier amidst these allegations. The original fixture, played on October 16, 2024, in Yaoundé, has come under scrutiny after FIFA's Integrity and Compliance Unit, in collaboration with the Confederation of African Football and international sports monitoring agencies, uncover evidence of irregularities. In a letter sent on April 1, 2025, to Football Kenya Federation, FKF, General Secretary Mr. Ndege Ndege, CAF's Integrity Officer Majan detailed the findings of a forensic investigation into the match. The report highlighted suspicious behavior, particularly from Kenyan goalkeeper Patrick Matasi, as potential violations of FIFA's anti-match fixing regulations. Consequently, the CAF Disciplinary Committee has ruled that the match must be replayed at a neutral venue to be chosen by CAF within the next 60 days. In addition to the replay, several players from both the Kenya and Cameroonian squads, including Patrick Matasi, are now under formal investigation. If found guilty of match manipulation, they could face severe disciplinary actions, including lifetime bans from all football-related activities. The FKF has been instructed to fully cooperate with the ongoing investigations and to suspend any individuals under suspicion from all federation-sanctioned competitions until further notice. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
And I'm afraid this is where we draw the curtains on this bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, here's a recap of our main headlines. President Adama Barrow attended Senegal's 65th independence anniversary today, which was marked by a grand celebration in Dakar, presided over by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye. Medical equipment and consumables valued at $7 million were donated to the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul by the Chinese medical team in the Gambia. The Kanifing Municipal Council held a press briefing on Friday to address the recent devastating fire outbreaks at the Serekunda Sandika, as well as the previous fire at the Latrikunda Market. QTV's management, in partnership with the Ministry of Information, Media and Broadcasting Services, bid farewell to journalism interns from the University of the Gambia following a 3-month training program. And in sports news, the Gambia under-17 dominated Somalia with a 5-1 victory in their second Group C match of the CAF under-17 Africa Cup of Nations held in El Jadida, Morocco this evening. That's all for now. Do join us tomorrow, same time for more news. Until then, on behalf of the entire production team, thanks for watching.